37th Annual Lindale Area Chamber of Commerce Banquet.
Oh, dude.
I want to first introduce my amazing chamber team to you. Callahan Black is your administrative assistant. Lisa Watley is your Director of Marketing Services. And Emily Macon is your Director of Marketing. And I am Shelby Glover, your Chamber President and CEO. Typically at the annual banquet, we do not see these three lovely ladies because they're working behind the scenes. But they deserve a lot of credit for this year. For their dedication, their resilience, and their teamwork through the pandemic. It wasn't easy, but they overcame a lot of obstacles to make the chamber a success. There's no I in team, and I didn't do this alone. So tonight, it was so important for me to recognize them on the stage. Please give them a round of applause because they do have to go finish your auction. I said last year, and I'll say it again this year, that I rarely write my welcome speech because I prefer for it to be spontaneous. But this year, once again, you deserve written words to ensure I cover it all. And I must admit that I'll probably still go home and think about what all I could have said. I've honestly spent weeks trying to find the right words for tonight. It's been a challenging year for us all, and I want to share our success, provide encouragement and hope for the future. In the banquet program, you can read my letter that proudly lists all the accomplishments of the Lindale Chamber. This tribute is to our members and our community through trials and challenges. The Chamber staff and board of directors were committed to being your partners in business. Just a few of the highlights include $15,000 given back into the community through the Launch Local Gift Card Match Program. The Patterson Ram Lindale Championship Rodeo presented by the Edwards team was free for all to attend thanks to our sponsors. Over 130 golfers participated in the Ultra Financial Advisors LACC Golf Tournament presented by Leslie Kane Realty. The Launch Local Festival, which occurred in lieu of Country Fest, put thousands of dollars back into our community and into the vendors who desperately needed the help. The Shop Local Christmas campaign with Austin Bank, Mineola Community Bank, Shelby Savings Bank, Southside Bank, and Texas Bank and Trust put $228,000 back into the local economy and gave $5,000 out in cash prizes. We were able to host events, give back to the community and small businesses, achieve our membership goal of 650, all because we were committed to being your partner in the pandemic. We also were able to collaborate with our friends through the East Texas Coalition to provide education, resources, and a voice for East Texas. I'm proud to say that Henry Bell, Scott Martinez, and Tom Mullins are all in the room tonight, and I'm proud to call them my friends and part of the East Texas Coalition. We recognize that our success would not have been possible without your continued support, sponsorships, confidence, and attendance. We hope that you will reinvest in your chamber membership again this year as we continue to achieve success, support our business community, provide educational opportunities, and networking for our members. Tonight, I want this speech to honor you because you are the wild cards and roses. Last year, as we hosted the annual banquet and auction on a rescheduled June night, we believed the worst of the pandemic was behind us. The numbers were low, and we proceeded with caution that evening. Since June, the numbers have rose many times. We've witnessed sickness and the passing of good friends and family, of hardships and struggles. Businesses had concerns for employees, sales, and closures. We were all in the same storm, but none of our storms were alike. I kicked off the event last year with Bluebird. This has remained the anthem for the year and a true testament to our businesses and the pandemic. You created magic out of difficult situations. Our hometown girl, Miranda Lambert, sang it best. And if the house just keeps on winning, I got a wild card up my sleeve. And if love keeps giving me lemons, I'll just mix them in my drink. And if the whole wide world stops singing and all the stars go dark, I'll keep a light on in my soul and a bluebird in my heart. Again and again, you pulled wild cards out to keep up with the rules, regulations, and strived during the pandemic. As we started to see light at the end of the tunnel, we saw roses in many forms. We saw roses in the forms of all the people that shared their love and support. We saw compassion and courage, resilience and cheerleaders for our community. This night is about you. We are holding on to yesterday while reaching to tomorrow and two-stepping toward hope. Just when we thought the worst of it was over, we were once again hit with an unprecedented winter storm. The snow brought about closures, destruction, and fear. However, we witnessed love and compassion as residents and churches opened their doors for warmth, individuals offered supplies, and neighbors checked on each other. We remember that we are Texans and we must all have a wild card up our sleeves to adapt, endure, and overcome any circumstances. Our businesses and citizens have adapted to the changes, endured the pandemic, and are overcoming the hardships. As East Texans, we believe in the golden rule, and I think the new song by Zach Williams says it so well. A little more like mercy, a little more like grace, a little more like kindness, goodness, love, and faith, a little more like patience, a little more like peace, a little more like Jesus, and a little less like me. The wild cards of this year have created roses for years to come. We remain ever thankful for a community that remains strong in the face of obstacles, compassionate to our friends, and resilient in times of trouble. Together we showed that we are East Texas strong, and there's beauty in the roses we created together. Remember, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. The challenges of the pandemic and winter storm closures have created hardships for our business community. I hope you will shop local every chance you get. You can help your community by shining your light, promoting positivity on social media, volunteering your time, and being a cheerleader for our community. The world has enough critics, and I wish we could just shut down the keyboard trolls. If each person in this room would choose kindness over being a keyboard troll, we could stop the critics in our community. We have witnessed what hurtful words can do to the people and how the words can impact the business community. We need to have a community filled with love. I encourage everyone to find ways to make an impact on our community and leave a legacy behind. We again thank you for attending. A toast to you, our wild cards and roses in the room. All right, we get to change this up just a little bit because you already met all of your elected officials and you already met all of your board of directors. Next up, we want to introduce our sponsors. We could not have this banquet without our sponsors. We recognized last year that this was a great venue at the Texas Rose Horse Park for the banquet during the pandemic, and by overwhelming support, you wanted to come back. Not only did you want to come back, last year we had 400 people in this room. We have 575 people in this room tonight. We're coming back next year if Kathy will have us. I realize and I love Hideaway Lake. Please don't get me wrong. But we were jelly beans in that room. And in this room we can spread out and feel comfortable and meet all of our friends and neighbors. So thank you, Kathy, for having us tonight. Our platinum sponsors for this event are Ultra Federal Credit Union, Chick-fil-A of Lindale, ETV Software, Heritage Land Bank, Lindale Floral, Red Baron Supply and Red Baron Building, Red Public Service, RPM Staffing, and Simple Web Design. Our diamond sponsors, Blush Beauty Lounge, Simply Bliss Aesthetics, Christus Trinity Mother Francis, Cooperative Teachers Credit Union, East Texas Structures and Combs Complete Lawn Care, Petty Steak and Catfish, Southside Bank, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Texas Water Systems, UT Health East Texas, and UT Health, the University of Texas Health Science Center at Tyler. Our gold sponsors, Austin Bank, Cook & Son Roofing, Cracker Barrel, Oak Country Store, Fair Management, Mineola Community Bank, Rawls Team Real Estate, Shelby Savings Bank, Texas Bank and Trust, The Legends of Lindale, Tolliver Ford and Tolliver Ram, and Walmart. Your silver sponsors: A&R Services, Keller Williams, AW Trailer Sales, Brookshire's, BTH Bank, the City of Lindale, Cozad Insurance Group, D&H Quality Cabinets, Leslie Kane Realty, Prothero Wilhelming and Company, Smith County Constable Jeff McClinney, Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Services, Texas Bank and Trust, Texas Rose Horse Park, the major team at Keller Williams, and TJC North. Wild card sponsors are for your cupcakes. I hope you all enjoyed the cupcakes because they are sponsored by Holly Disposal Service and Outdoor Escapes. Your bar sponsors: all your drinks were free tonight because of Brick Street Flooring and Design, Fusion Athletic Club, Mueller Financial Solutions, Spring Hill Suites, and Boyles Land Services. And we had specialty items because of these sponsors. Better Homes and Gardens presented the fans. D&M Promotional Products are behind me, making me sound great tonight and providing music. Hospitality Healthy R had your ice cream. Incredible Sounds, your photo booth in the back. KK Balloons did all the archways and all the balloons up here. She is incredibly talented. Office Barn, tables and manpower, and helped to secure trailers. And Trees USA for all the plants that you see in front of me, making this stage look great. Rose sponsors included Cut Up Dead, Cypress Custom Homes, Integrity Financial, and Lindale News and Times. Casey and Jonathan Olin, Mission Storage, Encore, and Quality Investments. Be Amazing Boutique, Hibbett Hallmark Insurance, Precision Express Car Wash, Texas National Bank, C. Miller Drilling, East Texas Bean Counters, Redline Roofing and Construction. Thank you all for sponsoring our event. We have some sad news because every 3 years, our board of directors, actually you can serve 6 years, and then they have to go off the board for a year. So if I could get Andy Ford, Don Hines, Nancy Smith, and Ron Owens to please come forward. Andy Ford, your past chairman of the board, is leaving. He served from 2016 to 2021. Give him a big round of applause. Up here, on the stage, please. Yes, you have to take pictures. Nancy, come over this way. Don't come over this way. Don Hines, 2014 to 2021. Nancy Smith, 2013 to 2021. And Ron Owens, who couldn't be with us tonight, 2017 to 2021. All right, we have some amazing ambassadors for our Chamber of Commerce. Dr. Katrina Cochran, Nancy Smith, Juan Avala, Nancy Bowen, Martha Smitha, J.B. Terry, Barbara Young, Dave Bowen, Allison Brown, and Pam Burton. Thank you for being ambassadors. If you would like to be an ambassador in the upcoming year, please call us this week after the banquet is over. Thank you to our amazing silent auction committee, Shelby Ballard with Liquid Oasis Custom Pools, Sally Black, formerly with Southside Bank. She's retired. Dave Bowen, Colonel Dave's Barbecue Gourmet Rub, Nancy Bowen, D&M Promotional Products, Dr. Katrina Cochran, Dream Trips, Barham Former, retired, formerly Southside Bank. Barbara Gamble, Garden Hill Apartments, Chad Goley, Shelby Savings, Deanna Harris, Cozad Insurance, Amy Holland, and Morgan McClinney with Holland Engineering, Zola Ibarra with Lindale Fall Ball, Courtney Khalifa with Ross and Schollmeyer, Lisa Lewis with Ask Lisa Retirement, Wayne Lewis with Chapter and Verse, Juan Avala, Southside Bank, Daisy Phillips, Ultra Federal Credit Union, Carla Richardson, Southside Bank, Nancy Smith, Tupperware, Martha Smitha, Enhancing Homes and Lives, Dialva Waters, Mineola Community Bank, Brian White, Edward Jones Investments, Janet Wright, Fraternal Order of Eagles, and Barbara Young, with Premier Jewelry, and Lindsay Zitko with Be Amazing Boutique. Thank you to everyone who made this night possible, all the sponsors, Silent Auction Money, and all those that bid on auction items tonight. We'll discuss how you claim your prizes in just a little bit. A few special thank yous, and I certainly hope I didn't leave anyone off this list because it takes a tribe to get through this night. The Texas Rose Horse Park for having us tonight, Office Barn for tables, Lindale Floral for table decor, the beautiful flowers you see, Tyler Tent Event for our guest tables and chairs, Trees USA for the plants, D&M Promotional Products, sound system, Elite Restroom Trailers for the great bathroom trailers so that we didn't have to have porta potties, Lindale PD Security, we love our Lindale Police Department, we love all first responders, Hospitality Healthy R for the ice cream, Lindale FFA for the set up and tear down, Jamie Cowart, our amazing photographer, and Emily Macon is also taking pictures tonight. M&M Monogramming for the great volunteer shirts, Azalea Catering, Cracker Barrel, Juanita's, Peepaws, and Hibachi for catering, Red 55 Winery, Pelolenia Winery, Valley del Pacha for all the wine tonight, East Texas Brewing and Maze Liquor for the beer, Chicken Express for the tea, and Target for the ice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A big round of applause for all of those. I have to say that when we started this year, we start talking about chairman well before, but we really start talking to the chairman that's taking over in about March. Charlene and I had the unique opportunity to really start in about February, to start talking about what was going to happen and how her year was going to look and what we were going to do and the plans that we were going to make. And then COVID happened. And it all got turned upside down. And Charlene's world got upside down turned upside down in the process of all of it. She lost her mother a year ago, and she struggled. But we made it through together, and I couldn't have had a better chairman of the board for this year through this all. So a big round of applause for Charlene Burton as she comes and presents her outgoing chairman's speech.
I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone here this evening and thank you for coming. This is an amazing event. Like Shelby said, we have a record number of people here this year. And I was just commenting the other day that I can't believe it's April already. And with that, the end of my term, and it's been very interesting, it's been very eventful, and although it was filled with challenges and uncertainty, it's been filled with success and significant steps forward. Wild cards and roses. Shelby talked about it a little bit. If you refer to something as a wild card in a particular situation, you mean that it causes uncertainty because you don't know how it's going to behave. A wild card has unknown or unpredictable factors, and COVID-19 was truly our wild card for 2020. Roses, on the other hand, symbolize friendship and passion, enthusiasm and sacrifice, wisdom and suffering, joy, gratitude, peace. They represent the journey, and 2020 was certainly a journey for all of us. So wild cards and roses was a fitting theme for this year's banquet. Everyone has a word of the year, and this year mine was gratitude. I've made it a habit to practice gratitude in both my personal and my professional journey, through all the twists and turns, through the successes, through the setbacks, through the joy, through the pain. I'm going to start there. To you, the members, thank you for your steady drive to move our community forward every single day. Thank you for your entrepreneurship, your leadership, your engagement. Thank you for trusting the Lindale Chamber and partnering with us. Be bold, stay true. Be bold in your thoughts and actions and stay true to your missions to boost your brand and your visibility and grow in the face of adversity. Thank you for letting us help you in any way that we can. We are here for you. To my hubby Brad, thank you for listening to me, for bouncing ideas with me. You're a man of few words, but when you speak, it's normally well thought out and meaningful. And even if you think I'm not listening, I am. Thank you for standing in the gap. To the Chamber Board, thank you for your perseverance, for your leadership in the community, for your support, your discussions, your thoughts, your prayers. Thank you for all the deliberations and the selfless decisions you made to better our Lindale community. You were amazing board of directors. To the office staff, Lizette Watley, Callahan Black, and Emily Macon, who were willing to keep going even when COVID-19 tried to shut the chamber down. These ladies worked from home until they could get back into their offices, eager to handle the needs of you, our members. Thank you for your diligence, your ability to adapt, for your time and your talents. Y'all are amazing. And finally, to Shelby Glover, thank you for your partnership and your counsel. Please accept my gratitude for your leadership of the Chamber mission and your heart for the success of every member in our organization. What COVID-19 taught us is how to pivot. I keep thinking of Ross, and Friends. Pivot, pivot, when I say that. But it really taught us to come up with some creative ways to keep moving forward. Your collaboration with other chambers, with our members, and with our board was unprecedented. Because of you, Shelby, we have a legacy of standing up for this community and our members. We're often asked what makes a great leader. Great leaders are not those interested in the title or the big office. Great leaders are about work. Great leaders dream. They dare to inspire. They dare to challenge. They dare to have difficult conversations. They dare to take risks. Shelby, you are a great leader. Wild hearts and roses. I extend my personal thanks to everyone and appreciate having had the chance to serve as chairman of the board of the Lindale Chamber, and look forward to continuing to serve on your board in the upcoming year. And now, please welcome your incoming chairman of the board and my friend, Mr. R.J. Collins.
Thank you, Charlene. We'd like to, as a chamber, present this to Charlene for her great services last year. Good evening, Lindale Chamber of Commerce members, and welcome to our annual banquet. What a great group. Just a couple of years ago, 14 years ago, we were just barely filling up the banquet hall at Hideaway, and look at us tonight. I would like to extend special thanks to the city of Lindale, the leadership, the Lindale Economic Development Corporation, and our fantastic Lindale ISD for supporting Lindale and the surrounding areas. A special thanks goes to Texas Rosemont Park for hosting this great event and this great venue. Thank you to Shelby and your team for the outstanding job that you do to help support our local businesses, and for again putting on this great banquet. Sponsors, community, don't forget about the annual championship rodeo, the annual golf tournament, and our annual country fest. Isn't it great to be living and conducting and working in a great town like Lindale? With so many new faces in the crowd, it just reinforces the wonderful growth of our little piece of East Texas. And guess what? There's no signs of it slowing down. We've talked to realtors, talked to builders. It's a great place to be. Look at the fantastic banks that have moved in, invested money. Look at the large corporations, Quick Trip and Sanderson Farms, the new restaurants that are coming in. Do I need to say Chick-fil-A? And thank you for Christus Trinity Mother Francis Health System for investing in Lindale with your full service ER. There's several members of the Christus group here. What a great accomplishment, and we're so proud to have y'all come to Lindale. Thank you. Thank you, chamber members, for allowing me to serve as your 2021-22 board chairman. Our board of directors serve at your pleasure. As a 14-year chamber member, I've been involved and I've been committed. My challenge to all of you is to be committed. because the more committed you are, the better your chamber experience will be. Come out to our lunches, our breakfasts, when we start those back after hours, and meet new people. Call upon your chamber team for help advertising and helping to grow your business. Our community is strong because we worship together, we attend community and school events together, and we do business together. Our doors are open, our businesses are strong, safe and secure and successful, and our people are committed to making the Lindale area the very best place to live, work, go to school, and worship. Enjoy the rest of the banquet, and God bless.
Again, thank you to Charlene Burton for serving this year, and RJ Collins. I look forward to what this year brings for us, the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, and our community. All right, if I can get Jeremy Chillick and Stan Surratt and our wonderful attendees to start making their way. Y'all are going to come on the stage this year. So we are lucky to have a great working relationship with our school district. And how about our school district? I mean, a big round of applause for having one of the best school districts in Texas. And that is because of Stan Surratt's leadership, but amazing staff and teachers. And they deserve a big round of applause for what they've accomplished during this COVID year in learning and education. We also have Coach Cochran and Coach Cooper in the room tonight. Coach Cochran and his football team, how about that? All right, first off, Jeremy Chillick is going to introduce our two wonderful students of the year.
Thank you, Shelby. Well, good evening. I want to thank y'all for the opportunity as a chamber to allow us to be able to honor students each year. We honor each year two of our top students in Lindale High School that are committed to excellence in every single way, and these are two of the best that I've ever come into contact with in 19 years of education. We always honor a male and a female student of the year, a senior, and so we have two before you tonight that I'll talk a little bit about and get a chance to brag on as they get ready to go off and do some amazing things after high school. The first one we'll do ladies first here with Rebecca Beard. Rebecca is going to be a graduating senior this year. Rebecca is third in her class currently. She'll graduate third in her class with a 106.4 grade point average. She's going to attend North Texas University, major in finance, smart, and have the opportunity to go on, I'm telling you, do some amazing things. Rebecca's been involved in so much. I've known her for 6 years since she was in junior high with me. Seen a lot of growth from her. But she's been involved in every facet, in extracurricular activities and academics and NHS. She's been a cheerleader for us and an outstanding student. So Rebecca, we're proud of you and proud to get to honor you here tonight. So Rebecca Beard is our female student of the year. Our male student of the year, they mentioned Coach Cochran. This was one of his best players for the last several years. A young man who is 19th in his class currently, in his graduating class. He has a grade point average of 103. Yeah, RJ, I know that wasn't you, the Gladewater. But Jarrett is, again, one of our most outstanding students, one of the best I've ever been around. Coach Cochran can tell you he's probably the best leader that I've ever seen as a high school student. He does things the right way. Proud of him. I see him work out in the mornings before I get there, before me and RJ get there. He's in there working out. Jarrett's an outstanding student. Jarrett's again been a captain of our football team this year. Helped lead us to that state finalist ability there to be able to do that in the state championship game. That was outstanding. Jarrett plans on attending Texas A&M University. He plans on, which is going to be an awesome thing, he's going to be in the Corps Cadets, and he plans on hopefully one day being a yell leader, which I hope happens. That would be an awesome feat. Yeah, go ahead and give him a round of applause for that. That would be amazing in general. Jarrett's also planning on majoring in something to do with medical science. He's not sure yet what, but I'm sure whatever it is. I'm trying to talk him into being a coach and a teacher, coming back to Lindale, so we'll see how that works. But Jarrett Allen, again, proud of him, and so proud to be able to honor him tonight as the male Lindale Chamber of Commerce Student of the Year.
Mr. Chillett failed to mention that I work out with him at 5 a.m. in the morning as well. I don't have the regular attendance that they have, so I guess he punished me. So, first of all, I'd like to thank the Chamber for recognizing some outstanding students and outstanding teachers and educators each year. Lindale ISD is known for its great academics and reputation as one of the finest school systems in Texas. This great reputation could not be possible without great teachers and outstanding staff members. Lindale ISD is full of great teachers, and this year's recipient is certainly one of our finest. This teacher has been in education for 15 years and the last 10 at Lindale ISD. She is highly respected by our fellow teachers, administrators, and anyone that knows her. This teacher has a passion to help students, and her students always have tremendous growth each year. Certainly a great teacher, a true professional, one with tremendous work ethic and a positive attitude. This teacher is loved by everyone, her students, parents, the principals, and all of her coworkers. She is a perfect recipient for the Lindale Chamber Educator of the Year, this year's Educator of the Year, Miss Donna Chambers.
Again, a big round of applause for the LISD and all they overcame this year. Next up is our Rotary Merchant of the Year Award given by President of the Lindale Rotary Club, Juan Avala. Each year, Rotary recognizes a Merchant of the Year based on the four-way test of the things that they believe. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? Juan, please come present this award.
Thank you, Shelby, for letting us present this tonight. So each year since 1991, the Lindale Rotary Club has presented this Merchant of the Year Award at this banquet. The recipient of the award is nominated by the public to honor a business owner or an employee who conducts their business affairs in a manner that exemplifies the tenets of the four-way test, of the Rotary's four-way test, which is the truth, is it fair to all concerned, will it build goodwill and better friendship, and will it be beneficial to all concerned? This year's merchant is a business owner, but it could have just as easily been one of their employees. If you made a nomination this year or in previous years, and your nomination was not selected, please resubmit your nomination. It doesn't mean that they were not qualified. It just means that we only have one winner per year. So please submit those again next year. So this year's merchant, Dave Lee Lou. Our selection was born and raised in Lindale and began working in the business in the early 1970s. This merchant loves the Lindale community, and I am told by a family member that when they leave Lindale, there suddenly becomes an urgency to get back home, make sure everything's fine. Our merchant has also served in the City Council, Board of Adjustments, Planning and Zoning Committee, and other jobs that needed doing around the community. The merchant's business was deemed to be necessary during the pandemic and expanded delivery services to help customers. This was done in addition to waiting on the public, restocking shelves, cleaning, and spending time with family. One of the nomination letters said that our merchant was found to be truthful in his person and business practices, and he is not critical of others and thinks before he speaks. He continually exhibits fairness in his business and does so in a friendly and courteous manner. A little fun fact, our Merchant of the Year tonight, his father was actually the Merchant of the Year in 1993. So our merchant and his wife, Cheryl, bought into the family business in 1985, and Smith County Lumber Company took off. They have 3 daughters, Joy, Jenna, and Jill, who grew up in Lindale and attend church here regularly. Our merchant's father, Wilbur, like I said, 1993 Merchant of the Year. His example evidently rubbed off on our Merchant of the Year for 2021. Please welcome Jared Terry.
I got these out of order, and I apologize, but next up is the City Employee of the Year. We are lucky to have a great relationship with our city council, our mayor, and all the departments. Many times, I'll give you an example. When the snowstorm was calling in, I called Kyle and said, Kyle, I don't want our pipes to freeze. Can you please go turn our water off? I can assure you that Kyle McCoy over the water department had much more important things to do than turn the chamber's water off, but he was happy to assist. I can go on and on with the examples like that with our city employees, with Carolyn and our mayor and city council. We don't know until we go outside our city and start talking to other communities how blessed we are here to have great working relationships. So Carolyn, please come forward.
Thank you, Shelby. We appreciate the chamber also and all that you do for the city and the businesses that are in town and supporting them. Our Employee of the Year was born and raised in this area. She's a daughter, a sister, a mother of 3, a grandmother. She's, one word to call her, I'm going to say inspiring. That's my word for her. She's been working for the city for the last 10 years. She started in our water department. She was promoted into the court. She worked with Judge Coward. She was promoted again to an administrative assistant to our community development director, Stephen. She handles all of our building permits. She handles all of our building inspections. She also sets up our planning and zoning meetings. She translates for the police department. She translates for the front water department. She's on call with the police department if they need a translator. She's always there for everybody that needs her. She carries a very heavy workload, but she does it responsibly, and she does never complain. She does it with grace and joy and pride, and she inspires every one of the employees that are around her to succeed. Our Employee of the Year is Acela Garcia.
Congratulations to Estella, and she does do a great job. Okay, before the last award, I ask that after the Citizen of the Year is announced that you please take your seat again. We have several housekeeping items that must be taken care of. Okay, folks, you're gonna have to bear with me tonight. As I present the last award, I can admit that I've cried the night I presented this award to my friend Nina Bryan. I cried the year we paid tribute to John Williams, and I even had tears last night as I beamed with pride for Jimmy Hawley. I don't present every year. We try to select the person that fits best for the award winner, the person we think will do justice for the award and the award winner. I'm not the right person tonight, I can tell you that, but I hope that I do this person justice. So many of our award winners have since passed, but this year we lost 2 treasures that really were a part of making Lindale great for me personally. The passing of Bobby McClinney was hard, but the passing of Nina Bryan has been unbearable. She was my friend, and I'm proud that I got to give her the Citizen of the Year award. I think it's important that we recognize the Citizens of the Year of the past and what legacy they left behind. So tonight, I want to do that. I want to honor all the past recipients that are in the room and that have received this award. Jack Crook, Dr. Earl Kinsey, Dr. Joe Roach, Eugene McClinney, Earl Baldwin, Clifford Bartley, Mary Ann McClinney, Herschel Duncan, Pat Rogers, Carol Anderson, Barham Fulmer, Carolyn Todd, Bobby McClinney, Ed Neely, Dennis Taylor, Jamie Cowart, John Becker, Drs. Wendell and Donna Hand, General James K. Red Brown, Helen Boylan Foundation, Bill Parrott, Annabelle Baldwin, Perry Mack Hutchins, Stan Surratt, Debbie Wortman. The Lindale Community Theater, Jerry Garner, James Mallory, Charlene Burton, Jerry Alexander, Nina Rodriguez-Bryan, Larry Wilson, John Williams, and Jimmy Hawley. Tonight might be just one of the hardest years to present the Citizen of the Year. You see, this year, we all deserve this award. We survived a pandemic. Our business owners, essential workers, and delivery drivers should receive an applause for enduring the stress of the year. Our educators and staff of our school systems deserve a huge congratulations for educating our children during these circumstances. Our first responders, fire, EMS, and law enforcement deserve more than a standing ovation for their dedication to the job. The medical field, funeral directors, and nursing facilities saw more than their hearts could bear in the last year. Please know that I'm not trying to leave any category off this list of brave community members. We could not have survived the past year without each and every person working together to spread love, kindness, compassion, and faith. We have all lost loved ones and friends because of COVID. We've witnessed our lives turned upside down because of the pandemic. Each year, we ask for names and bios to be submitted, and this year was no exception. While deliberating, we discussed all of these groups, but a particular category was not nominated. After much deliberation and debate, the committee decided to stay within the designated guidelines and select from the nomination of individuals. Please know that we believe that each of you deserve to be on this list for your dedication to your business, employees, family, faith, and our community. So without further ado, your Citizen of the Year. This person is a loyal Texan and patriotic American through and through. Born and raised in Texas and then getting a degree in business from a Texas university gave him a good start in life. His career path has taken him to several other states, but he returned to Texas as soon as he could. When he moved his family to Lindale a few years ago, the community and its people embraced them on a level that is hard to describe. If you ask him, he would say the blessings this town and its people have given him both professionally and personally are immeasurable. He has come to understand over the years that it's just the Lindale way of welcome, love, accept, and include everyone in their lives. Lindale will always have his heart, and he takes pride in being a part of Lindale's way of doing things and caring for people. The things that matter most to him are God, country, family, friends, and community. When not working or serving his community, he spends time with family and fishing. He plays golf, attends high school football games, and does some more fishing. He's a big fan of the Lindale Eagles football game, and while you might not know it, he's an even bigger fan of the Longview Lobos. Thayer's high school alum, and he has spent many an hour attending games with his father and has accumulated an encyclopedia amount of knowledge on every Longview game ever played. He can tell you how many times they've played in the state championship, the name of the players, and even how hard the wind was blowing. His impact on his family and community are also indicated by his generosity and giving in this community. Both personally and professionally, he is able to assist others in need. Sometimes it's through a grant to an organization in our community, a store donation, gift card, or item. A big supporter of the LISD and all their organizations. Many times it is giving through volunteer hours. Never one to back down from donating his personal time to make our community a better place. He has spent time on the LEDC board, the LACC board of directors. He's a past chairman of the board and a devoted Rotarian. Not only is he a great ambassador for his employer, he's a great ambassador for Lindale. While being a dedicated father and supportive and loving husband, this person has spent almost 40 years working for the same retail company, which in this day and age is an impossible feat requiring a lot of patience and fortitude. He started out working in the automotive department and worked his way up through the ranks and now has been a store manager for 25 years. During the pandemic, he served our community every day, never worried about the risk to himself. He only wanted to ensure that his community and his employees were taken care of. Then during the snowstorm, he stayed in a hotel and walked to work each day to serve frontline workers and ensure the safety of his facility. Along the way, he's made countless friends, and if that is the true measure of a man, then he is wealthy indeed. And he has made many lifelong friends in Lindale that care greatly about him, and without support would not have grown to the man he is today. Please help me welcome to the stage Don Hines. So I was in a rush to give Don Hines an award, and I completely skipped Charlene's award. So each year, the chairman of the board selects someone that they believe helped them the most throughout the year, and we definitely do not want to go without that award tonight. So I'll make my housekeeping announcement after Charlene presents her award.
Okay, well worth it. So I'm honored to present the Chairman's Award, and this is last, so it's kind of cool. When Shelby and I sat in her office and chatted about what this award means, it was clear to me who the award should go to this year. This person is one of the faces of the Lindale Chamber. I'm pretty sure if I mentioned their name anywhere, you'd know who I'm talking about. She's graced the doors of almost every business in this town. She's been the first to volunteer for events, to show up to help, the first to show up for meetings, the first to make calls for silent auction items, the first to get her items in, the first to show up for ribbon cuttings, the first to meet and greet new business owners coming to Lindale, and she's served on the Chamber Board for about 7 years now. I'm so excited and I'm honored to present the Chairman's Award this year to Miss Nancy Smith.
I was in the zone. I knew, y'all don't know how many times I had to practice the chairman or the Citizen of the Year award to make it through without not crying the entire way through. Don Hines is truly one of my dear friends. And so it was so nice to give him the award tonight and know that he had no clue. Because that, if you know me very well, you know that is what this banquet is about to me, is getting to see the look on the face when they determine that it's them.